Hello lovettes and welcome to Modern Living with Bree. I'm Bree. If you're new to the channel, hey and welcome. Today we are going to do a CB2 dupe. This beautiful ceramic table vase costs anywhere between $64 to $67. If you want to see me create this vase for under $7 in my modern style, stay tuned. Here are the items that you need for this DIY. You could get these items from the Dollar Tree. They do have them. So if you want to go that route, you can. It's just that I already had these items in my arsenal, so I didn't have to spend any money. This vase came from the Dollar Tree. So did this bowl. These dowels here came from the thrift store that I purchased several years ago. I think there was something like a quarter. I got 2 packs of these. And then we have E6000 glue, a glue gun, some masking tape, some flat white spray paint, cotton balls, and some alcohol, and a few rubber bands here. So these are the things that you would need for this DIY. So we're going to go ahead and get started. The first step we are going to do, we are going to go ahead and glue these pieces together. So the tag, I guess I've already pulled the tag off of this one. So I am going to go ahead and clean it. We're going to need some Gooby gun to wipe off the sticker residue and some cotton balls, and we're going to go ahead and clean the glue residue off the top of this, because this looks like I've already taken the sticker off, but it still have some glue. This one has the sticker still on, so we're going to go ahead and take this off. So we take the rest off of here with the Gooby gun, and then we're set. Wipe all that off with some alcohol. Squeaky clean, because we want this surface as clean and dry as possible when we glue them together. Now we're going to take our E6000 glue and we're going to apply it on here. Now you don't want to go all the way to the edge because you don't want the residue. This is old, but actually this may work because I can apply it on here better and it doesn't go all the way. No spillage. So we're going to put some on the bottom of this because we don't want this to come off, guys. So we're going to want this a nice solid piece once we glue it together. Okay, now we're going to take our hot glue gun and we're going to go ahead and put some glue on here so it can hold the 2 pieces together while it dries. Alright, so we'll let that sit for about 20 minutes. It probably doesn't need to be that long, but I like to make sure that it's on here. Okay guys, while that is drying, we're going to go ahead and go to the next step. So we're going to take out our dowels here. And these are about 10 inches long. And we're going to spread these out. Now you can install these several ways probably. You can take each one of these and we're going to get the vase so you can see. We're going to wrap this around the bottom part of the vase with these dowels. It goes all the way around. Now you can sit there and glue each one of these on here, and hopefully you got it vertical all the way around. Or there's an easy way. And I'm all about the easy way if it gives me the same outcome. So basically what you want to do is you want to get the edge of these dowels as straight as possible. You can use the edge of the desk. I'm going to be using the edge of my drawer here. Or you can use the edge of these dowels if you don't have any of those at the moment near you. You can use the edge of these dowels and edge them up like that to make sure they're straight. But like I said, I'm going to use the edge of my drawer to keep them straight. Now to keep this as tight as possible, I'm going to use the masking tape, and I'm going to tape this down probably with 2 or 3 strips. I've already taken some strips off to make it easier. So we're going to start at the top, and we're going to tape down on the desk first. We are going to tightly gather up the dowels as tight as possible, and then we're going to lay down the tape. Now make sure that the dowels doesn't buckle, because they will try to buckle down because you're trying to get it as tight as possible. So that's one row. And then we're going to do another row, and we're going to do the same thing. Make sure it's tight as possible and the edges are still straight edge. And you're going to go over the top and tape it down like that. And you want all this to kind of stick to this masking tape so it will stay together. Okay. Then you want to take your scissors okay, so we have that. Now you have your dowels together, and each is pretty straight and very tight together. You see that? There's plenty left over here, and I believe these are 50, and there's about 10 left over. So we're going to go ahead and cut, slice through here, and we're going to do another fit around, and that's about perfect. Since we have our size here, before we install this on the glass cylinder, I am going to paint this glass cylinder white, because there are some spaces in between here that you can see the glass, and I don't want you to see that. So this is going to be painted white, and then this is going to be painted white front and back. So that should be able to cover up any or disguise any gaps. Finished painting the rods here, front and back. So we have that, and we also painted the vase, so that's ready to go. We'll do a final paint once we get everything glued on. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to turn this over, and we're going to place some E6000 glue. Now this is white color E6000 glue. This is all I have at the moment. Not sure. I think it's probably the same E6000 glue. It's just white for whatever reason. So we're going to put this on here. And try to cover this as much as we can. All right, so we have that on here. All right, now we're going to take some hot glue and put that on here also, because I want to bond this on the glass and give it some time to dry. All right, so we take our glass, stand this up like this, and we wrap it around all the way. Now it looks like we're going to have some space left, so we have to put a rod. See right here, so we have a space, so I'm going to have to put one extra rod on there. And we're going to make sure this is pressed very nicely on the base. I'm thinking I am loving this. This is so pretty how it turned out. So we're going to place a rod in here. We're going to take some of our E6000 glue. We're going to put it right here in this spot where we're going to put our rod. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and place that on here, right there in that spot. Okay guys, so we're going to go ahead and spray our last coat, and then we will seal it, and then I will share what it looks like. Okay everyone, so here is the finished product. This is okay for my first time, so I will let you know what I would do better, just in case you guys want to do this yourself. You can take these tips from my mistakes. The first thing that I noticed was the glue strings. I thought I got all of them off, but as I painted this, I can see some of the glue strings laying across some of the rods. The next time is to either use a very damp cloth and rub this off thoroughly before I give it a final paint. And that would get rid of all these little glue strings that I see here. So some of the rods are not all straight, which is okay. That's the reason why I painted the vase in the inside. As you can see here, it's not all straight. But there are some of the rods that kind of bowed out a little bit that didn't get attached to the vase when I glued it down. So next time I will wrap this in paper and put rubber bands around it and make sure that it's tight, to make sure all the rods are actually attached to the vase. The other is I had to add this little rope detail to hide a flaw, and that is the rods here made the circumference of the vase a little bit bigger, so the bowl didn't flush with the rods like I wanted to be very close. So next time what I would do is get a smaller vase, and when I put the rods on, it will be closer to the size of the bowl, and it would be flushed together very nicely. You can use this in two different ways. You can use the top here as a nice candle holder with a nice candle in there, or you can use it as a vase, a round bowl vase with a nice long stem here, or you could turn it upside down and use it as a vase where you could put your plants or flowers inside like that, which is really cute. I really like that idea. So that's what it looks like, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the DIY dupe, and I'm going to go ahead and decorate this, and so you can see what it looks like. Well, that would do it for me, loves. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you're new to the channel, hey, my name is Bree, and welcome to Modern Living with Bree. If you like what you see, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I appreciate it. It helps me a lot. And also click the notification bell twice so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. For all of my family members, thank you so much for being here today and joining me for this video. I will see you guys on the next one. Smooches!